to know, can we see my screen?
Oh, yes, you can see your screen.
I've been a virtual assistant for about 3 years now. Yeah, the assistant. That was when I was opportunity to work with a lot of CRM tools, but most majorly I was started working on Notion. So Notion is not actually complex because when I was learning it then, no, okay, yeah, this Notion is actually complex, but when I was learning it then, it was not as complex as it is right now. But with baby steps, you can be able to do a lot of stuff on Notion. So there are a lot of things that you can do with Notion, and you can create a website with Notion. You can create a portfolio. You can create a lot of automating stuff in Notions. Now, Notion has two basic plans, free and paid plan. So on the free plan is limited, but if you are just using it for yourself and just for a little small business that you have, the free plan should cover you. But you will not be able to do much of automation on it. But if you get the paid plan, you can do a lot of stuff. So let's dive into it. What we are going to be learning today is this, as you can see them on my screen. We're going to be learning the introduction and basics, which is what is Notion, pages versus block, text, headings, toggle, callouts, drag, drop, move, content, icons and cover. Then we move on to the database, the core of database, which is creating a table from scratch, adding properties, switching views, then filter, sorting, and grouping of data, then linking database to pages. Then we move on to creating a template. Yes. So let's dive right into it. Yes. So my screen is live now. This is the home page on Notion. As you can see, this is the home page. I just created this so I can use this to explain how Notion works for us. So we are going to be following this that I have here. If I say, what is Notion? Now, according to Google, yeah, I don't know what Notion is actually, but I just know that I've used Notion to do this, and that. So according to Google, this is what Google says about what Notion is. Notion gives you Notion provides a single space for organizing everything that matters. It also offers a clean and open surface for thinking, writing, and planning. Customization is key, which means that Notion allows you to customize your database however you want. So that's basically what Notion is about. Now moving on to this pages versus blog. Pages versus blog. Now instead of me going to be explaining this, I just have to show you what it is. So this is now when you want to create a new database on Notion, you are going to have to come to this place under this private tab. But everything you create on Notion is going to be under the private tab if you are using Notion personally. But if you are using Notion for a business or you got a job that they use Notion for it and they ask you to manage it, it will either be under the team space or under the private tab, depending on whoever has the major access to it and the type of access they share to you. So now this is a Notion that I created for myself. When you are creating a private tab, it's going to be a admin. Now this is when you are searching for let me see. This is the search icon. Whatever you written in Notion, whatever. If you added something and you can't remember the title, but you remember some words in it, you can come to this place, search for it, and type
Yeah,
exactly what
Mr.
you
Daniel.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to cut in, but the participants, most of them say they can't hear you. And it seems
You
like
can't hear me.
there's certain feedback coming from your end in the background.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but they say you're not clear enough.
Okay, I'm not clear.
All right, thank you.
Okay, okay. How about now? Can they hear me enough now?
I can, so I'll just check in the chat. Please,
Okay,
you guys
just
can
let me know if
find
you
the
can hear
chat.
me. Can you hear me, please? Let me know if you can
I
hear
tell
me.
you sound muffled, but now they can
Okay,
hear you.
no,
Like something like
okay, yeah.
breeze in the
Oh, okay,
background.
okay. I guess the fan. How about now?
Yeah, it's a bit clearer now. Better than
Yeah, it's a
before.
bit clearer now. Okay, okay. Yeah, that means it was the fan there.
It was the phone, yeah. Well,
Oh,
now
okay,
I'm getting
okay.
the
So
feedback. It says better now.
okay, okay, okay.
All
So
right,
thank you for bringing that to my notice.
my pleasure.
Yeah. So let's continue back. So this inbox, this is when you are collaborating with other team members. The message to drop or your notification to do something is going to be in this inbox. Now, getting started. Now, I remember to you that when you want to add any page, database, create a new page on Notion, you are going to have to click on add new. Now, once you click on add new, there are a lot of templates available already. But for the sake of this class, we are not going to be using templates. We're going to be creating everything from the scratch. So empty database, empty page. That's where we are going to start from. Now we have an empty page here now. You can see there are a lot of options here. Here, you have the option to add icons, add cover, then add comment. There are also some other options beneath here. You see them? Ask AI, mix, database, form, templates. Then we have the hamburger button, which says you can add table, board, list, timeline, calendar, gallery. Also, you have the option to import into Notion. And this import into Notion only works on your PC. It doesn't work on mobile device. So now back to sorry, I have to be going back and forth into this because I don't want to mix it up. So I just want to take it one step after the other. So pardon for that. So we are going to be going to pages versus blocks now. Pages versus block, text, headings, toggle, and colors. These two rows they work hand in hand. So we are going to start with pages. Now this is a new page, as you can see. As a matter of fact, even Notion has already indicated that this is a new page on this menu side, as you can see it. Look where my cursor is. Notion indicated that that's a new page. Now, on this new page, this is where our title is going to be. Let's say, oh, sorry, I forgot my caps lock is on. Now, this is the title of our new page, Skill Africa Virtual Assistant Launchpad. As you can see, it has synchronized here already. So this is our new page. Now, in this new page, you have the opportunity to add icons. Now, I see all these as necessary because it will not make your, or like call it, your workspace boring. So you can add icons. I'm just going to add icon of somebody smiling. Yeah, of smiling emoji. Now there are also other default icons that you can add. See them icons. If the icon you want to add is the logo of the company you're working for, you can come to upload, then you upload them there. So that's it. So let me add one of these. Under this, you have the opportunity to choose colors. So I usually prefer blue colors. So now this is the icon. Now you need to add covers. Let me see. Okay, I think I'm moving too fast. I think I'm moving too fast, but don't worry. So yeah, we can add covers to it. Cover is just image that's going to be on this place like this. It's going to be here. So sometimes when you forgot the title of what you are looking for, or you have almost similar title in everything that you have on your workspace, this add cover, the cover that is going to be here is going to be something that will remind you. So you have to add the cover that is peculiar to each workspace. If you click on add cover, it's going to add the default cover to it. Now it's up to you to change. Either you want to upload something from Splash, or you want to upload something from the web, or you have something on your local drive that you want to upload. So let me go to it. Like I said, it's going to add the default cover. This is the default cover. So you can click on change cover. You know, you can just decide to add colors or gradients. You can decide to upload you can decide to paste the link of an image that you picked from me on Google. Let's try paste the link. Let me show you something. So I'm going to pick a link of the link to one image here, then I'm going to paste it over to Notion. Let me pick this here. I don't know. I think my network is a little bit slow because I'm expecting it to have opened the image. Okay. So I decided to open the link in another tab. I'm just going to copy it here like this. Then back to where you were before. This thing is, this panel is constructing something. So now change cover, link, continue, submit. What this should do is that it should automatically update the image on that cover aspect. I think I need to hide this panel. Yeah, my network is slow. I've just confirmed that. So why the image loads? This is where you add comments. Now this is the title. This is the title. This page, as you can see, there are columns here. This is they tell you that you can write press space for this. These are just something to let you know what you can do here. Now, what are we going to create here? Let me see this. So we move to text, heading, toggle, and colors. We are going to come back to blocks, so don't worry about that. So, which is it. Copy. Now, we want to do text, headings, toggle, color. Now, this thing I just placed here is text. Text, as you can all see, just write anything. Let me say the one, the yes. So this is plain text. Now, when we are talking about headings, you see this. This once you click on this particular page like this, the this option here, this sorry, I'm saying this too much. This hamburger icon is for moving whatever we've written up or down. Let me move this up because it's supposed to be up. So that's for moving. Now this is to add another block. This to add another block. This plus icon is to add another block. See, you can add more blocks. See. Now, now once you click on add blocks, automatically it's going to give you something like this. Wait, let me even be sure if you are even getting me. Please, are you getting me? I need to know if you are on the same page. You're not getting me. What exactly are you not getting? Let me know. Okay, you got lost at blocks. Okay, okay. All right. Okay, now let me go back to blocks. Now, you see, this is block. See, once you click on this, it's going to add block automatically. And the block is just like, is this column or row? Yes, row. A block is another row. That is what block mean. Block mean simple plain language. Block is another row. Once I click on this plus icon, another block will be added instantly. Take a look at this. Plus, can you see? Another block has been added instantly. So as you even see here, the root basic blocks. Now, so in this basic block, okay, in this basic block, you have options to add a lot of stuff. And as you can see, as we are talking about text, headings, toggle, and colors. Now, this is the text. Next, I want to add a heading here. So I'm going to be using the block option. This is text, this is heading. We have heading one, heading two, heading three. Now, if you are familiar with using Google Docs or creating table of contents, you see heading one is usually the bigger part, heading two is usually under heading one, heading three is under heading two, which means that the is like hierarchy, or what do they call it? This is hierarchy. So to add heading one, the one automatically heading one has been added. You can add heading two below here. Just take a look. Heading one. I don't like how my mouse is going too fast. This is heading two. The one, nice one. So this is heading one, heading two. If you are looking at it now, there may not be much difference there, but along the line as you are going on, you will notice the difference. And these things help you make helps make um your workspace very, very easy to navigate. Now let's go to toggle. What Notion means by toggle is for example, let's say you click on if you click on something like this, it's going to show you something like this. Now, so the toggle we are going to be adding is once I add the toggle, let me just show you. I don't do well with just talking about something. I have to show you. See toggle. You scroll through this. Now this is toggle list. Once I add this like this, I will have the option to add a drop down menu. Toggle. Toggle one. Now you see this play button beside this toggle. If I click it, if I you see this space beside toggle one, if I click it, it's going to show me block that I can add something. Now let me add the motion. Now these one, two, three, these three blocks, they are all under this toggle. If I click on this toggle, it's going to hide them automatically. Do you understand what I mean by toggle now? Please let me know if you get what I mean by toggle. Good, good, good. Then the next thing is adding callouts. Now, as the name implies, no, no, toggle. As the name implies, callout simply means making something more noticeable. Now, once you click on the plus icon to add a block, under this suggested option, you see, come down here to look for callouts. Callouts. Now, anything I write here is going to be big, bold, that immediately that anybody that opened this page after seeing all these headings, we know that okay, this is something. This means this is very, very important. Like this. Yes. So as you can see, this is a call out. Anybody that opened this page will immediately notice that okay, this is the one, the night one. Okay, under this toggle, you have what is Notion for virtual assistant, learning Notion to scale a business. Then the next thing that is written is that this class is not only for virtual assistant. Anybody that open this page is going to know that okay, this class is not only for virtual assistant. So that is basically how to use text, edgings, toggle, and callouts on Notion. And we are moving on to the next, which is icon and cover. Okay, I think I covered this icon and covers already. Now let me move to page. I did not say anything about this page starting. Now, this is the page. This is the page. This is this. Now, Notion has something that you can include on another page in another page, but that's going to be for later. But basically, this is the page. Let me change. I don't know why the image has not uploaded yet. So let me just pick something from here on Splash. So I'm just going to add one image from online here. Why is this network just slow like this? I don't know why my network is this slow. It should have added it instantly. But let me just use one of these images here. Okay, this is good. Now, so this is the image. Now, I need to tell you that you can make an image peculiar to each page, so that, like I said earlier, so that when you are looking for a particular page and you almost all your pages have similar title, the image is going to help you to know that okay, this image is related to this. Although this image that I had here is not related to what we are doing, but because of the network issue I'm having, I just have to use something. So this is the page, and so this is the page. This is the heading. This is the text block. This is heading one, heading two. This is a toggle. You click on it, it's going to show other blocks that are beneath it. This is just to this part is to not make the page longer than it should be necessarily. Yeah. This is a callout. This is a callout. Then next we are moving on to database, creating database. Now the first thing we are going to be doing is creating a table, then adding properties, switching view, filter, linking database to page. Let me put that. I hope you guys have understood me up to now. Before I move on to the next section. Good, good, good. Very good. Very good. It's very good. I'm happy that you guys understand. So what I copy from my notes, I'm going to paste it here. So this is the next thing that we're going to be doing, creating a table from scratch, adding properties, switching views, filtering, sorting, and grouping data. Then we are going to be doing linking database to pages. So first thing first, always remember to use your block, create a new block option because it's going to make things easier for you. So I want to create a table from scratch. I click on the plus option. Now there are options here that will options of things that we need. Now this is the option to create a table. Click on create table. Yeah. If network isn't helping, there's something that you can tune in for the recorded. I don't know if it's a recorded video or audio data. So this is the table. Now this is simple table. This is a very simple table. For this is a simple table, like almost any table that you have. But there's one something Notion app. You can change this table from just this normal table to into a database, which is what we are going to be doing. So you click on this hamburger button, turn into database, which is basically what we need. Turn into database. Now, this is a new database. This is a new database. As you see, it is written here, new table. Let me add the title. This is where we are going to be adding the title. So this is where we are going to be adding the title. The title is going to be database testing. Now, this is a table. We have created a table from scratch. Let me have this. We have created a table from scratch, which is this first model. The next thing is what? Adding properties. Text, number, date, select, checkbox. Now, how do we add properties here? Come here. This this is the first should I call it row or column? The first cell, yes, this is the first cell. We are going to add text. Now the first text is going to be nice one. This is the title. Now this is the title, this text. What are we going to put here? That's one. Learning motion from scratch. See, this is the title column. This is the context column. So for us to be able to know this, we have to edit this title. So you just click on it, then edit. You have it description. So you have it labeled as description, number, date, select. Now this is description. Now the next thing asks us to add number. So this is it. Another property is, let me see, what is this? What is this? Now, you guys don't understand that. Now to add number, let me go back to add numbers. I just realized that I was too fast for that option. To add this number, you come here, you click on this plus icon. Now these are the options that you can add in database test. Scroll down. This is number here. So whatever you put here will be seen as a number. Now, what number can I put here? What number can you put here? What number can you put here? Okay, let me see. 215, for starter. Okay, it has making it as 14. That is number column. Now for this column, you have to click on that same plus icon. Then now there are two options there. You can click on add date, then you can add date manually, or you can click on created date. But for us to be able to understand this intuitively, let me use this just date. Yes. So they're asking you that what type of dates are you going to add here? Is it just a normal date? Do you want it? What is your date format? Let me see. Date format, we have month, day, or year, or just relative year, month, day. Now, for the type of date time we use in Nigeria, we usually use, I think, date, month, and year. So that's what we are going to leave. You have the opportunity to move it from 12 hours to 24 hours, but you can just leave it easy. So I'm usually more of a 24-hour person, so let me use 24 hours. Yeah. Now this wrap in view means if the date is too long, because there are some cells that you add date one, date two, date three, still inside that same cell. So if the date seems too long, you can just click on wrap in view. So all the dates going to be showing on in that page. It might just be wider than normal. So now I've added this property. The next thing you're going to do is leave it here. This is date. So this is the date that you are creating this. As you can see, the date has been highlighted automatically. Now, if you want to add the dates before that or after that, you'll feel free to do that. As you can see, I can select the date anyhow. And this is date change. So now I'm going to leave it there. Now, it's asking you that is this date just the normal date that you want to put, or you want to add the date that this data, this next one is going to win. Now, let me add this date, end date. This is the start date. This is the end date. The end date is when the task is going to, when this class is going to end. So the end date is also 29, as you can see. So the start date is 29, the end date is 29. Now this, you are taking account of this class that we are having right now, which is night one. So on next one, the class started 29, and the class is also going to be ending 29th. We can include time, which is going to be, let me put time, where's time? The time is going to be 10 p.m. So enter. The time started was so we have the start date, start time, and end time. The start date and the end date. Now you have the opportunity to add a reminder to it. Maybe it is at 5. Now, if you are using a free, if you are using free Notion, you can only add one reminder there. So you can put it either at the time of the event, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. Then we also have time zone. You can change the time zone if you are using it for another client business, because once you log in from Nigeria automatically, it's going to put the time zone as GMT plus one. But if you are using it for another customer that you have in, let me say, US or whatever country it is, you have the option to change the time zone. So I'm going to leave it at just Nigeria here. This GMT one there. So as you can see, this is the starting and ending date. Now, because the starting and ending date is the same thing, that is why we have just one single date here. But as you can see, the time shows, yeah, we started from 8:10, and the ending time is going to be, I don't like this thing that is overflowing here. It's going to be 10 o'clock. Then the next thing we're going to be adding is select. Now, see the same way we added this number and date column. You just come under, you just click on this plus icon. Where's my name? Where is it? Then you click on select. This is the property that you want to add now. Now, don't forget all these things that you are seeing here, they are properties. Please select. Now, what do you want to select? Let me see. Okay. Then, what can I have the select title as? This select is something that can help you to select options. So I'm going to add um, status. Okay, let me put it as status. So the select is going to be status. Now, is adding, do you want to sort the options manually or alphabetically? Well, let me just leave it at manually. Now, the this select is just something that's going to help you to add something like, have we started this? Is it in progress, or is it done already? So I'm going to add those three options there now. Add an option. Not done. Okay. Once you are not done, you click on enter. After not done, started, in progress, then click on enter, then pending, com, completed. Which now see these options, we have the opportunity to change their colors. So once you want to change their colors, once you have your select options out already, just come here. Completed visually, I will use green because it means it's done and ready for review. Green. Then in progress, it's going to be, let me put yellow. Then not done, it's going to be basically in red. Yeah, it's been very red. So these are options. You can also choose to wrap in view. You can also choose to wrap in view, which I usually do. So once we have that done, and just click on this cancel. Now, this is going to be in progress because we are doing it currently. You click on this box in progress. You can start to change it from in progress. So you can start to change it from in progress to completed, or you can start to move it from completed So not done. Now, now under this status icon can allow you to add multiple options. But for this particular one that you're doing, you cannot have multiple options because if it is either it is not done or in progress or it is completed. It has to be one of them. So now moving on to checkboxes. The same way we added the status, date, number, description is the same way we are going to be adding this checkbox. So you just click on that plus icon, click on this plus icon, then scroll down here to look for checkbox. This is the checkbox. Checkbox is something that you should be using. Now, this checkbox is going to help you click if this, I cannot explain that one, I have to show you. So this is checkbox. Now, once you click on this checkbox, that means that just that means that this is what they should be taking note of now. Now that we've added this, now the next thing that we're going to be doing is to be arranging them because yes, this looks like this does not look befitting well enough. We can have it as title here. We can have either the date to be the first thing. But wait, which one should I add as the first? Should I leave the date as the first or I should leave the title as the first? I need answers from the audience. Should I leave the title as the first or I should just move the date as the first? The title should be the first. Okay. Okay, title should be the first then. So then title should be the first. Let me move the date. Yeah. Can you see? I'm moving the date. You just have to left click on it. Left click. Should I call it left click or left press or whatever? Just left click like you're moving something normally. Then left click and bring it here. So the date will move here automatically. Then from the date, we have the description. The description should be where it is. Then the number. Now, I forgot to mention this. This number has a lot of properties that you can edit it for. So see, edit this property. Now you can move this number to number format. Do you want to add number formats in currency? See them here. This one allow you to change the number to not just ordinary number to currency to percentage to number with commas or just plain old number. Now let me move percentage. Now we've changed the number to percentage. As you can see, it has already reflected here that we have 1,400%. It is something that's very fun. Then decimal place. The default decimal place is usually two decimal place here. So you can either move it to decimal place, one decimal place, or no decimal place at all, or just leave it as it is. Let me leave it as it is now. Now, you have the option to show this percentage number as this, just a plain number, as a bar to indicate progress, or as a ring to indicate the particular percentage that task is taking in this place. So let me pick this. Which one should I use? Should I use just plain number, bar or ring? I need answer. Yeah, no naira. No naira. Yeah. I think you understand why there's no naira there. They ignore it us now. So I should use bar. Okay. I'm seeing bar and ring. Okay, but ring has the highest option. Ring has the highest option. Yeah. I think I follow what Oluwanifemi said. Let me use ring there. So this is ring. I've used that ring. Now you can edit the color type. Either the color is green, yellow, orange. But I want the color to be independent of other colors, so I'm going to be using blue. Yeah. So you can either allow it to show number or not show numbers. So let me leave it as show number so that you can know what you're working with. Now since it has shown number now, I have to edit this to something more realistic. Let me work with 35% here. 35.1. As you can see, it has automatically adjusted the range to show the percentage we have. Sorry, please. Let me go give that cat food. Yeah, yeah. So back to what you're talking about. So you can see we've added title, date, description, number, status, and checkbox. Now this checkbox will come here. I have to put this checkbox as the first thing. Yes. So that to indicate that this one has been done. Now, remember that there is also a place where they have status. Now, if if the person that wants to work on this does not have the time to be moving around to seeing the status, this checkbox is going to make it very easy for the person to know, okay, this has been worked on, this is completed. But once you know I like the checkbox, it means that either the work is still in progress or not done. But since we are going to be, right, since this number is at 5.1%, that means we have it in progress. So that is it like that. Then we are not going to highlight the checkbox. If you have something here, the title is intro text, then the dates, we add the date. The same way, I'm not going to be adding end date. I'm just going to add just a single date because we are doing everything. We are doing the test class today. So 29, that is it. Include time, I'm just add the time. Include time, 20, enter. Now, that has been added. So we have it. Then the next thing is adding description. So that's the description. Then the number. Let me put it at 75, no, 75%. 75 is one. You see as you can see, the room reflects the real value. I see this is 35.1. I see the range is the blue highlight is smaller here, but you can see the blue highlight is bigger here. Then this is also in progress. Now, once we are done with today's class, I will come back here and edit it as 100, then put it as completed. There are ways to automate all these things, but these are just the basic building blocks that I just want you to know now. Then you can switch the view from board view to gallery view to calendar view. Now, this this is a good table. Yes, this is a good table. Now, before I move on to switching view, do we all understand how this database table that I just created? This simple database table I created. Good, 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 very good. Very good. Now, yes, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes, you will enjoy it now. It's just the beginning, don't worry. Yeah. So this is good. I'm glad that you all understand. Yeah. So the next thing that we're going to do is changing the view. Now, personally, I'm not somebody that like this type of view because I have to be scrolling left and right, which is not convenient for me. I like something that is easy, that is fast, that is, should I call it scalable? I don't want to do that thing. Something that is easy fast that will show me everything I need to see on the page. Even if it will not show me everything I need to see on the page, show me that this is the particular date that I want to finish this, that this needs to be get done. So that's what we are going to be putting into this now. We are going to switch it from this normal table to what? To board view. So this is when you want to switch it, you come to this place, settings, come to this hamburger icon, settings, then you click on it. Now, this is the layout. It's the layout that you are trying to change. So you come here, click on the layers. You can switch it to, as you can see, board, gallery, calendar. Switch to board. Let me switch to board. Yeah. Yes. Yes, this is the best. This is the best one I love working with. Yes. Now, this is the board view. The board view show all the completed tasks here, the in progress tasks here, the not done tasks here. Then it also shows all the status here. Now, all these things can be used to filter, which we are going to come back here. Now, this is the board view. You can further edit the board view to give you to show you some other. Let me see, where is this? Okay, you can yes, you can either group it. No, let me go to that. That's another place. Then we change the view to gallery. Let's finish working on views before we move back to this. Then gallery. Same way we change to board view, move to gallery view. Yes, this is the gallery view. This one is for somebody that wants, if you are somebody that wants to use Notion to create a portfolio, this is what I are oh like what's the calling that in this head? This is what I'm going to suggest for you to use this view, this gallery view. So it's going to show the images here. If you are somebody that if you are a creative that work on video editing, if you are somebody that work on anything that has to do with visual proof, yes, this gallery view is is going to work for you perfectly. Then you can move from gallery view to calendar view. The same way we change to gallery view and board view is also we are going to move here. This is the calendar view. See, can see. So can you see? This is what we have. This calendar is just a month calendar. It's going to show you. See. This is what we are doing today. So if you click on this day 29, if you click on this day 29, it should show you these are the two tasks that we have for the 29. So you click on it, it's going to open it. Can you see? If you click on the other one, so it's going to open that for you. Then the next thing, now although I wrote three options there, you can still change it. You can change to timeline. Let me change timeline for you to see. Yes, timeline. It's going to arrange the dates on a straight line. So it's going to arrange the timeline like this. If I try to adjust this, that okay, one day is not enough, it's going to take me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. As you can see, the timeline has been extended from one day to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So it shows that this task is going to take 5 days. Or I can just give it as one day. The same goes for this too. So that's using timeline view. Also change to another view. Let me see. We have the list view. So it's going to list everything for you like this. This one is virus protection.
Headline again. As one box. This one.
Oh, how
Yes,
did I get to this view option? Okay, how did I get to this view option? How I got to this
sir.
view option is what is wrong with this thing? So I'm gonna use my monitor like this.
Just be select.
So how I got to this view option is by clicking on this.
Now on to statement.
Look at this. You remember when I told you that we create a database from scratch? So I just click on this block.
I'll start for you
Let
and
me
then
see.
don't off your data.
Olawumi, I'm trying to explain this to you. Let me know if you later got it. So this is it. Once you click on this plus, you have the option to add whatever you want to add. So now we added a table. Where is this? Now this is the table. When I added a table, I came here to move the table from being just a normal table to a database. That's how we came to. That's how we came about having this. So that's how we came to having this database that we have here. The initial layout was, I think, was it bot? No, it was the table. The initial layout was table. This was the initial layout. So to change the view, come here, click on settings. This is where the settings is located. You click on it, then click on layout. See this layout option here. Between all these options, you click on the layout. Then you can change from table to board view to timeline view to calendar view to list gallery and to chart view. I don't want us to waste a lot of time on that because we've done all this already. So that is that. Now you are going to come to, we've done this and this. We are moving on to filtering and sorting. And allow me to get what I just explained. Filtering, sorting, and grouping of data. Good, very good, very good. And I hope everybody else is still following me. Let me know if you are still following me, please, and if you can hear me audibly. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Yeah. So move on to filter, sorting, and grouping of data. Now, how do we filter? This is how we filter. I can see the messages. Filter is under the settings. Click on the settings now. Properties. We have properties, filter, sorting, grouping, which is everything that we're going to be dealing with now. So the first property that we're going to be dealing with now is filtering. I'll click on filter. Filter by, are we going to filter by title or by checkbox or by the date or description, number or status? Now we have the option to add advanced filter. Now this advanced filter deals with flow, but that one is going to be for another class. So the normal filter that we're going to be using is this. I don't want this. I don't want this. It's the filter. So we have to add a filter. Now let me filter by mm, status. Yes, I'll filter by. I'll add this filter by status. I have option to add more than one filter. Another filter is filter by checkbox. Another one is filter by date. You can also filter by number. Yes. So we have all these filters out here. You see. So what I'm once you add all these filters, they are going to be showing as the first thing under this data, under this database. You can see filter by date, filter by status, filter by checkbox, by number. So I want to filter by week. This week, no, I can filter by this week or just a particular day. This day, week, month, year. This day. Filter by day. Yes, filter by day. It changes in that beautiful. Mm. So today we are going to be this thing. Now I don't know why this thing suddenly sounds like this. Let me just put it back in week few. Filter by week. So this is the week that we are dealing with. Because mm, because this and this belongs to the same week. That is why they are showing clearly here now. Now let me have something that doesn't belong to this week. I'm just thinking of random title because my head, I don't know the type of title I can think of right now. So let me just remove this first. Let me cancel this filter. Yeah, come back to that. Next class, add dates. Now remember that this is the same week as this one. This. So I want to move to the next week. Let me start from 8. Let me put it on 8. As you can see, it has automatically been hidden. You see, it has automatically been hidden because it does not belong to the same date. Now, if I come back here and I add it to any of this number that belongs to that same week, it's going to come back out. Let me add it back to this. Good. So I have to delete that. Let me add the date back here. Sorry, my people. I want to show the one I'm just adding back now. Let me leave it as month first. Yeah. So okay, no, it's not even going to be in the month. Let me leave it as the it's next month. Okay. So let me edit this. The description is going to be ignore the text mistake or whatever. You like that. That's not what we are here for. Then let me add a number. 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 This is going to be 0% because we've not done, because I'm not actually going to this. Then the progress is going to be not done. Laying Notion from scratch. Now let me move this to 100%. Enter in progress. Once it is in 100%, you can move it from not done to completed. So now, so now switch back from view. I'm going to remove it from year to month to week. So for this week, these are the two this thing that we have here. This is going to help you streamline the tasks that you have to work on. If you are, let's say you are, imagine you have 30 tasks on this table now, and everything is just here. And one thing is that they are not arranged the date they are going to be finished or the date that's regarding to their importance. It's going to be very, very hard for you to now start scrolling for one to two, three, four, five. So these filters are things that are going to help you to reduce the amount of this thing that you have to clear out. As you can see, we have three before, now it has been moved to two because these two are the same thing that are supposed to be done on in this particular week and that particular day. Now, I want to switch the week. Let me leave it. I want to switch this week from not this week to this week. So next week, not this week. Next 1 week. Next 2 weeks. The next 2 weeks. What is that? I don't know what it is. Oh, I get okay. Okay, let me remind you of something. There are some things that you'll not be able to edit a lot or add customize well enough because you're not using Notion paid plan. So for example, this now, I don't have the option to just to change it from as it is like this. I'm supposed to be able to change from this week to move from this week, then move to this week. But I cannot change that. I cannot change that because I'm on the free plan. I'm on the free plan. So I hope you guys understand that like that. So I'm going to leave this week as this. Now I can enable this filter to show what to just show me only the one that is completed. That is completed within this particular week. So you can see this one is enabled already. So I also enable this filter which shows status of whatever we are working on, which is completed. I choose the completed list. Now once I've chosen the completed list, it's going to show me the particular task that is completed. Now the particular task that is completed in the week that we have selected earlier on. Now this checkbox, since I did not click anything, since I did not checkbox anything, I'm not going to be using this. Now let me now move back to in progress. In progress and this here. Now let me just remove this first. Okay. Let me put this in progress. I want it to be more than one thing showing in that place. So status in progress. You see this particular filter is showing for this year. So all these tasks belongs to this year. Then I want to show which of these tasks, imagine I have like 10 tasks here, and some are in progress, some are completed. Although the completed is going to be showing green and the progress is going to be showing yellow. But I just want to be seeing only the ones in progress, so I'll be able to focus on what I'm going to do and how to plan it. So I just click on this status filter, then click on in progress. As you can see, we have two options, two items in progress. It only shows two items in progress. Now let's move to number. Type a value. Now this particular value, you can type it as these are the operators equals to, not equals to, greater than, lesser than, greater than or equals to, lesser than or equals to, is empty, is not empty. Now this, once you use this is what it's going to show you. something that is great, something that is equals to. Let me remove all these status so that I can have everything here. So let me say something that is equals to something that is equals to 75. Let me try 75. You see, as I try 75, there is nothing that is equals to 75, but 75.1. No. It's supposed to work. That's the value. Equals to. Why is the value not showing? You cannot just what is this? This what is 100%. I think I'm is it no okay, okay, I'm supposed to put one there. Correct. So something that is some number that is equals to this. I don't know why Notion is telling me to do to add just ordinary one. Let me try. Okay, 75. But I'm sure you understand this aspect actually. This is equals to sign. This one, if you want to show something that is not equal to that particular number you put, something that is greater than something that is greater than zero, it's going to show this and this. Something that is lesser than zero is not going to show anything at all. Something that is greater than or equals to zero. All these are greater than or equals. This is equals to zero, but these are greater than or equals to zero. Anything that is lesser than or equals to zero, the only zero that's going to be showing. Others that are greater than the zero will not be showing. Is empty. If the number is empty, none of them has an empty number. Everything that we validate has one number or the other. So click my front is not empty. As you can see, everything here is not empty. Okay. So the next thing is, yeah, we are done with this filtering.
What is this?
Samu.
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 I'm gonna give mommy. I'll give mommy.
Please send my own Semo too. I need to clear this. Return it back to the customer.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Also, I need to remind you, you can move this around too. I move this around too. But realize that whatever you add as the first is going to be the default filter option that's going to be there. Then the next thing we move on to is sorting. This is sorting that we did already. So this is sorting. I don't know why this needs to move close to this place for me to be able to click on this. So you come to settings. Now this is sorting. I'm going to ask you, how do you want to sort? Do you want to sort by title, checkbox, date, description, number? Now, let me check something. You can decide to sort by, let me say, by LEPN. Let's sort by numbers here. I think that's very simple. Let's sort by number. Do you want to sort it in ascending or descending? So If you are sorting by ascending order, that means that it's going the highest value, the lowest value is going to be at the top. If you are sorting by descending order, the highest value is going to be at the top. You can move from sorting using number to sorting using title. Also, the same way that one works, also the same way this will work. If you sort by ascending order, the closest alphabet to A is going to be the first thing to show. But if you sort by descending on order, the farthest alphabet from A is going to be the one that will show first, which is going N. I think N comes before I comes before N now. Yes, I J K L M N. Yeah, it comes before N. You can sort with title, checkbox. We did not do anything on that check. You can sort with dates, ascending and descending also. You can also sort with description, descending, ascending, and descending. Sort with status, ascending, and descending. So that's that. Let me leave. Let me leave the sorting as number ascending. Because the task that has not been done is one that should require the most priority. So let me leave that ascending. So this is task that has not been done. This is it. This, if you notice, there's this thin line here. Is dividing the filter values here. This is filter. This 1, 2, 3, 4 are filter values. While this is sorting. Now you can also add another sorting option there too. So not only have this, add sort. You can add another sorting. Let me see. I think I've added this before. Okay, number and date. Let me add that like that. So we have two sorting values now. You can decide to remove this to have only just this. Remove this to have only just this. So you can see it now. It has that. Now let me group. You're going to come back to settings to perform the grouping. Then scroll down to group. Are you following me to this moment? Okay. What's the difference between sort and filter? All the same, they have the same features and functions. Actually, sort and filter have different functions. The reason why you don't see much difference now is because the values that we have here are just a little bit are just small. We don't have a much complex database. So let sort is see the sort. Sort is going to help you arrange everything in ascending or descending order, depending on the value. Now, if you have the dates here, let me sort by dates. Let me ask sorting by date. Now I can say that I want to start from the closest date, the one that has the shortest like okay, today is 29. On this table, we have a task for 29 and another task for on the 8th of next month. Now I can sort by ascending. Let me remove this number. Okay, we have it now. Once I sort by ascending, you can see the earliest date is going to be the first thing to show. Now, if I sort by descending, the farthest date is going to be the one that I did not sort anything. I think my sort value has been lost. Let me add another one. Sort date descending. So I left that ascending and descending. See, this is the farthest date, the date that is most far. But these are, if I start by ascending, this is going to be the first thing, this will be second, this will be the third, this will be the fourth. So that is what sorting is. Sorting is just rearranging the table, bringing, arranging by values or by dates. Why this filter will remove some parts away. Remove the one, you only highlight the one that you want to be highlighted. Let me see this here. Let me move from this here for you to just see to this week. As you can see, these are the tasks scheduled for this week. Dates sorting does not allow you to be able to see the tasks scheduled for this week. Sorting will only rearrange your table for you. It's just like saying somebody give you alphabet A to Z, but they scattered it for you and they ask you to sort it. Now you know normally you're going to sort it ABC to Z. That is descending order. When they now ask you to sort from ascending order, that means you're going to sort from Z to A. So that is sorting. Now when they now ask you to filter means filter vowels and consonants. Once you filter only vowels, you have A, E, I, O, U. Every other letter of the alphabet will be missing. But if you filter for consonants, A, E, I, O, U will no longer be there. You only have the consonants. So that's the difference between filtering and sorting. When you filter, you add some values or you add some alphabets. But when you sort, you either sort from A to Z or from Z to A. Do you get that part now? Mhm. Yes. I think the person that was asking for the difference between sorting and filtering should understand now. Yes, very good. Thank you for that. Then we are moving to grouping of data. Now, the same way we added filter and sorting, the same we are going to be adding this grouping of data. This option should click, please. Now, group. How do you want to group? Do you want to group by title, by date, or by description, or by number? Let me pick by status. Now, well, grouping is like adding toggle list. You remember when I said, give me a second, please. Let me go back to toggle list. Remember when we added this toggle list? This toggle list means that there are a lot of, you can add many things under a particular things and under a particular option and still hide them. Like this is toggle. Under this toggle, we have one, two, three. If I click on this toggle to hide it, everything will be hidden under the toggle. This is a reactive button. Click on it to show what is under it. Click on it again, everything is going to be hidden. Now, that's the same way grouping works. Now, group, okay, that's the same way grouping works. Let me go back to grouping. And groups, and groups, and groups. Sorry. Immediately I click on grouping, I add a group. Everything just added automatically. So I have to edit this group first. So let me go back to adding group. I have to relieve everything back to this here so everything can show. Or I can just decide to let me remove these dates. With grouping. Then under this grouping, I can group by title, by checkbox, by date, by description, by status, by number. Now you see all these things that we're having here under this grouping, filtering, and sorting. These are properties. They are properties that we've added. If we added more properties to them, they are all the properties are going to be shown under when I wanted to add sorting and filtering. So this what do I call it? This grouping is almost to like filter, but it's still the way filter does it. Like everything is going to be everything for filtering is on, should I call it, is in horizontal view. What everything for group is going to be in a vertical view. Then we group by status. Now we have three status here: not done, in progress, completed. There's now also another one that has no status. Another one that has no status. Usually, this no status usually stays hidden so that you not clone the data database. But we are going to leave it out like this. This is good. Sort. I'm going to sort it. Should I sort by alphabetically? No, I should leave it like manual. Completed, in progress, not done. Mm. manual. So we have this one, two, three, four. The reason why it is showing me by status is because I click on status. I can also change the grouping from status to let me say dates. You can see it has reflected here automatically. You can also change from date to number. It will also reflect here automatically. But we are going for by status. So under the status, we have these options: completed, in progress, and not done. Then we have one that has no status. The reason why there's option for no status was because there was a place where I was trying to add numbers to values to this thing at the and I automatically created something that does not have any progress, whether it is done or in progress or completed. So why is it like that? So we have completed. This is a group. This group you can toggle it to hide. You can toggle this group to hide. Also toggle this to hide. Toggle this. This will keep your how will I call it? Your database more compact and less it's just like decluttering the database. This is it. So anything that has been done will be here. Anything that is in progress, you can just click to open it. So you have to focus on that particular one. It's also almost the same thing like filter, but filter only works in horizontal view in that same table. While grouping of data, you group each data and create another, almost like another table for it. Whereas the table is still inside that table, particularly. Now, we are done with this filter sort grouping and grouping of data. Now, linking database to pages. Now, before we move to linking database to pages, let me show you something. Remember that this is a database. This whole thing that we have here is a database. Now, under that database, we have this is the should I call it? Yeah, I should call it home page. You see these options, these items that we have here already. This item under completed. This is the completed. This each belongs to a particular page. Now, if I click on this, and you see there's a open here, there's an open icon. If I click on this, it's going to take me to another page entirely. Let me open it. This is the open. If I click on the open, it's going to take me to another page entirely. Now, this is a page. This is a page on its own. But this page is inside this major page that we created first one. Now, since we have a page inside another page, the first page that has been created will no longer be called a page again. It is now called a database. So this in Africa VA Launchpad page that we created first has become a database already. A database because it has other pages that are linked to it. This is the next one page. Now, this property that we added using this option can be added on this same page. I think I need to expand this for you to see very. Let me close it first. Yes. Remember when I was adding property here. Now, if I add another property here, I can add another property, whether text or whatever. I can add it here. This same thing that I can do here, I can do it when I open this. Now, actually, this is when we created this was just a page. On the page, we added the image, we added an icon, we added the title, we added heading 1, heading 2, we added a toggle, we added the callouts. Then we move on to adding a database. We move on to adding a table. Now, this table will work like a database. But the reason why it is actually a database is because this, once you click on these options, this item that we added here, this is tied to date, description, number. Now, this does not show everything that needs to be done. You just know that night one, this is the title, night one. The description is learning notion from scratch. But there are other things that we need to know about learning notion from scratch. So how do we know this? It is by opening this. Immediately you added this option inside a table. You have already created another page already. So once you click on it, all the items here, all of them, I don't know why this thing is okay. All of them, once you click on title, no, you don't need to click on the title. Once you bring your cursor to where the title is, there is an option to open it. Now the option opens in side pick. Now once you open in the side pick, every property that is on this place is going to be shown here. This is the title, this is checkbox, this is the date, this is the description, the number, the status. You have the opportunity to add other property, You can add the comments. Now in this page, this is the page now. This this page like this is the page. From this right hand side is a page. This is a database. This moved from being just a page to a database the instant we added a table that is linking another page to it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Please, I need to know if you understand how I just explained this database now. Let me know if you understand it. Okay, good. No. Okay, 1 year, 2 years, 2 no, 3 no's, 3 years, 4 no, 5 no's. Okay, since we have up to 7 no's, let me explain again. Now, remember when we started, we created just a page. Now, this page that we created, this is a page. Normally, this is a page. It was a page before I added this table. The instance I added a table to this page, that I added a table, if I added a table to this page, it has stopped from being just a page to a database because definition of database should just be where you have a lot of data about a particular something or data about this a particular, let's say a particular business, data about a particular business, everything clumped together in a page. But each page, they don't work on their own. They work. I think I'm making this thing too complicated. The simple and most definition I can give to you about is that once we added this table into this page, we have already turned this main page to just moving from a page to now becoming a database because it has data that's linking to other pages. Do you understand what I just said now? The instance we added a table to this page has stopped being a page, it has become a database because it has other pages that are linking to it automatically. Do you get that? Okay. Very good. Now I can see that people are getting it now. Okay, thank you. Yes, table to a page makes the page a database. Now, you know, only a table to a page does not make the page a database. You can link another page. The major fact is that if you are having just major text here like this, it is just still a page. It is just still a page. Just a page. But once you add a table, it becomes a database because that table that you add will link to another page automatically. So once you add anything that will link to another page, that particular main page has become a database. Because everything that we're going to be doing here now is going to be relating to Skill Africa Launchpad. What we are going to be doing tomorrow, in our other classes, is also going to be linking to this particular page. Even though we open on that page, it's going to be linking to this database. How did you add the open option? Which of the open option are you talking about? Okay, the open option. Okay, I get you now. Like I said, the instance we added a table here, everything this page has become a database. Now, because we added a table here, and I added this title here. This title has already created another page already. Now, because it has created another page already, this open option will be there. It is by default. It is the way it is. Let me show you. Let me create another page for you. Yes, this is what is called Notion. Let me create another new page. So for you to understand how that open option came to be about. New page. Now, nice one A. Now, nice one A. Since I've added this nice one a page has been created already. Once I add this title, a page has been created already. You will see now. Now, look at this. You see that option has already, this open has already been added already. Fine boy, come on, light for you. Help us take light. Okay. So this will be like that. So do you get how the open option came to be about now? Check what it now. So no again. Press it. Okay, you understand how the open option came to be about. Great, great. So so now
Defeats now.
it's easy from being a table to a database. Once item is table, open up to another. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. I can't pronounce this first name, but Echuk. I thank you for that. Thank you for that. That's just the simple definition. Now we open. Now once you click on open, it will open another page
Grab it, mommy.
instantly. Now you can decide
Come
to
with
expand
mommy.
it
Come
to a
with
full
mommy.
page.
Mommy.
You can decide to expand it to a full page, or just leave it like this for you to edit. I usually leave it like this for me to edit, except I want to add something that is complicated here. Now these are properties. Right press space for AI. It's also the same time as the rating. This is the block. This is a block, an independent block. You can't add anything here now. Next one, it shows learning Notion from scratch. Okay, we want to learn Notion from scratch. Learn the Notion. Now, let me use the option of checkbox here. It's going to work better here. So I'm going to click on this plus icon. Checkbox, where are you? I have to search for it. Wait, why can't I see checkbox here? I'm supposed to be able to add a checkbox here. I'm going to come back to that. Let me add toggle switch there then. Since I can't find checkbox yet. Toggle switch. Let me add this toggle list. Is it that I'm scrolling too fast or what? Why can't I find? Why can't I find checkbox? I think it's put. Okay. Okay, I just remember something now. In the page option, it is not written as checkbox, it is written as to-do list. I forgot that. So what we are going to following this, we are going to be learning. So this is a toggle option. The toggle option I told you about in the beginning. Yes, I'm pressing enter key. Yes. Immediately I've written something, finish on that block. I press enter key, it take me to another block. And the reason why it's taking me, why I still have this to-do list is because immediately I have, because this is the option that has been, this is what I'm using. Once I click enter and I click on backspace, it's going to take me back to just normal this thing. So that's it, Richard. I'm using enter key to open the next, to click on the next block to add the next thing that we're doing. What is motion? Done, done, done. So this is to-do list. Also the same thing as checkbox that we have here. But when you're adding it to this checkbox here, when you're adding it to property, when you're adding it as a property, it is known as checkbox. When you're adding it to, I don't want to be on the top again. When you're adding it as a property, it's going to be checkbox. But when you're adding it in between on the page away from the property, just as a text, it is known as to-do list. So that is that. This is the toggle switch. You can add everything now. So now we go back to right place, our major page. So automatically we have a page linked to this database, which is this that we are doing link. And this thing is my scrolling is moving too fast. Link database to pages. Now, this is a database. Or this is a database. Now, remember I said this page that we have here is no longer a page again, it's a database because we have added a table there already. Now, each item on the table links to another page. This 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 also links to another page. Now, let me open this next class. As you can see, this is another page here automatically. Now, something I want you to remember is that in this other page, you can add icon, you can add cover, you can also edit the layout. I think I've moved too fast. Cancel. This one page is done. Okay. So, no, the progress is not automatic. The progress can be made to be automatic, but tonight we are not working about that yet. 100 records from a table take to 100. Please, Rachad, I don't understand what you mean by this. Can you be a little bit specific about this thing? So that is basically what we are going to be learning today. What we've learned today was to learn what is Notion, building pages as a block. For us to be able to remember this, let me just do a quick recap of pages versus block. Now, remember when you first created this was the page. Now, when you want to add text on the page, the first item that we have here is block. But usually Notion adds this plus icon and this moving action. Once you click on this plus, another what will I call it? Another block will be created. Now this is the block. In this block, you have the opportunity to add any of these there. Either you add text, heading to all this like this, you can add them there. That is the block. A block is just where you write a single line of text. Then when we move on to again, text, heading, toggle colors. Then you move on to adding text. Move on to adding text, heading. This is one heading, this is another heading. This is toggle option. Then this is callout. We have the drag, drop, move content. Oh, this is the drag, drop, move content. See this option beside this plus icon. Drag option. That's moving. That's dragging, moving. I can decide to move it down here, but it has to be here specifically. That's it. That's dragging and moving and dropping content. Then we have icons and cover. This is our icon. Remember, we change the icon. Just click on that option. Click to change it to anything you have here. Icon. Then this is the image. Change the image, change image. Cancel. Change cover. You add the image here. You can add anything from here. So that has to change image. I'm not interested. And what else? Covers, that's the cover. Now you can decide to the position. Sometimes when you upload image here, the image does not show what you want to show. For example, now, this image is wider than this. So if you want to just show a particular part, I prefer to look at the stars and this place together like this. So I'll leave it like that. Save position. And what else? Database, create a table from scratch. So we created this table from scratch by just how do you create the table again? See, on this empty block, you click on this. I forgot to mention this. When you have a block like this and you want to add a property there or whatnot, you use this / button. Thanks for bringing that to my notice. Muda, I've forgotten his name. Muda something like that. Thank you for bringing that to my notice. I just remember now. So you can use this slash icon. Once you click on this slash, it's going to list the types of property that you can add there. So we added web to be I added a table. Now, this is just the basic table. Then we move the table from being just the basic table to into a database. So in the instance we added this whole page turns to a database and move from being a page. So we did that. Then we move on to adding properties, title, date, checkbox, description, number, and status. What did we do next? Yeah. Switching views from gallery, from table view to this is how you switch view at the table option. This is how you switch view. Let me show you again. Layout. From table view to board view to timeline, calendar, list, gallery, and charts. What else? Then we filter the data, we sort, we group data. We also link database to page. Now that's that. Now this is the ending this part. Creating a template button. For this class, the last thing that we're going to be learning for this class is templates, creating a template button. Now this, let's imagine I want to send it to people for you people to be able to have it as a copy on your listing. I can decide to create as a template. How do I create as a template? I come to this 3i hamburger option at the top right corner. I can copy this link. Once I copy this link, I send you the link. Although this page is private, I have to move it from being private. It says, sorry, please excuse me. Fine boy. Fine boy. Sorry, please. I need to take water. Sorry, just let me see. Thank you, thank you. Can we import data sets into database? Sure, you can. We're going to move on to that in our next class. So the next thing we're going to do is what? Create a template button. Use database templates. Example, new task or new clean template. So how to create this as a template is the template basically is to as I've created this like this, somebody else can decide to use this exact thing I have created. So that's why we call it a template. I can share it out for you guys to be able to use it to create something. These are shares. This is where we click on share. Once I click on share, I have to first of all publish it on the web because this is when I publish it to the web, that's when anybody that has the link will be able to have access to it. So to do that, I click on share, publish. If I do not click on publish, I will only be able to invite somebody to come and to work on it. But if I click on publish, I can copy the link and share it. So once I share the link, anybody that has the link can share it to another person. I don't need to be searching the index for now. you know, I do design too, and I almost question every font if they can be edited. But unfortunately, Notion has not added that option yet for the font to be editable. Notion has not added that option yet. Notion has not added it yet. So this page, I want to share it for. I'm going to share it for you guys to be able to have it as a template. Mm-hmm. Where am I going to now? Cancel. Sorry, my mouse suddenly. So because I've clicked on this publish and now it is available to see online, but nobody can get it until I give them the link. So you can see this page is live on actually. So I can view sites. I can edit the site settings here. Now duplicate as templates. As you see, if I did not click on this publish, I will not be able to have these options. So I'm going to copy this. I want everybody to yes. So I'm going to copy this, copy the link and paste it there. I don't know if it's possible for that this thing to be pinned, or if it cannot be pinned, it's going to be sent to you on Telegram for you to be able to duplicate that template. So I'm going to copy the link. That's how to create a template. Just come on, click on share, publish. Now you can also click on to unpublish. Let's imagine that you gave a client something to do, and the client has refused to pay you money, but the client has not copied it yet. And just click on unpublish. Now, even though the client has the link already, access will be denied to the clients automatically, or whoever the link is with. So except the person has created a template already, or the person has duplicated as template. So here I click on publish, then I copy the link, copy site link. That is that like that. Once I copy it, I'm going to send it to you. That's it. Now I want you guys to open it and let me know if you're able to access it. I'll be waiting for reply now. Yes. Below. You're able to see it, right? Yes. So now for you to have the copy for yourself. Once the site has opened, this is the link here. This is the link. This is the link here. So for you to have that, you have your copy. Because what I sent you now, you'll not be able to edit it. For you to have a copy, you just click on, you see something like this icon that I'm pointing out on my screen. See, You see something like this, then you click on it. You see, then you come click on this place, duplicate. Once you click on duplicate, it's going to save a copy on your device, on your Notion device. That's if you are logged in already. I'll be sending the link. The link is up already. Just go one, two, three or four chats before you see the link there. That is the link. This is the link. So if you click on the link, it will take you to this Notion database page. So once you click on this database page, you click this. You click on this. Once you click on this, come to duplicates. The instance you click on duplicates is going to create a copy for you. But for you to have a copy, you must have a Notion account, and the account must be logged in already. So once you click on duplicates, it will create a copy for you automatically. Then once this copy is created for you, you can edit it to your liking. You can be able to change anything. If you did not duplicate, you will not be able to edit anything. So that is basically creating a template. What else are we doing today? Oh, okay. That's it. So I want anybody that has clicked the template and has been able to duplicate it, I want you to please indicate. I've sent the link twice already. I sent the link twice already inside the same chat box that we are. If you are seeing my screen, you should be able to see this. This is the link. I've sent the link already. It's not showing.
Hello, everyone.
The link is
Hi.
not showing.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. Yes, hello.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you. I can hear you. Okay. Since you can't see the link, I'm going to send the link to the CM now. The CM will post it on the group. The CM will post it on the group. I sent the link here already, but I'm going to send it to the CM now for CM to post it on the group.
Hello, Mr. Ganiyu. Can you hear me, please?
Hello, I can hear you. Yes, I can.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Abiola, and thank you so much for the class. Thank you so much because
Yes.
I actually wanted to say something. When I joined the class, people were like 159 or 157, I think. And I think the last time we met here, we were up to like 500 or 600. So I think people already concluded that since there will be a recording for the class, there's no need for them to come to the class. And that is discouraging. Number one, our tutor here today, Mr. Ganiu, has been sick, extremely sick. In fact, I was not even expecting him in the class today, but because of his commitment, because of dedication to this community, he had to show up. Unfortunately, the people that he showed up for were not in the class. This is discouraging, very, very discouraging. You're not paying a dime for this class. Do you know how much you guys would pay if you were to pay for this class? These are materials, these are courses that cost up to like $300, $400. I know I'm talking about, but you're getting it for free, and people are still not serious. This is not how to learn. It's not how to learn. And again, when we started, no one told you that everything will be easy. Nothing is easy in this life. You have to strive for it. You have to struggle for it. And if you are committed, if you are dedicated, if you are ready to change your story, if you are ready to like put in the work, definitely you will see the results. You will see the results. Your tutors are here, people are not here because they believe they will have the recordings after the class. Yes, I understand that some people are busy. I understand that some people are saying returning from work, but there are still tons and tons of people who are not doing anything now. But because they will have the recordings because School Africa will deliver everything for them on a platter of gold, so they relax. This is not how to learn, and it's even discouraging, very, very discouraging. To our tutor, thank you so much. Thank you, and I pray that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala restore your health. And like we discussed, the concluded part will be on Saturday, I think.
Yes, yes,
All
yes,
right.
it would be yes.
So there won't be any class tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow I will try and look for a live client demand on Upwork so that in your next class you guys will tackle it together with your tutor. Again, thank you so much.
Yes, yes, thank you very much. Yes, so thank you everybody for the wish. Yes, thank you so much. So I just realized that the link I sent before was sent to my co-host. So I'm going to paste the link here for everybody to see. So I just sent the link now. Can we just hold on for messaging now? Thank you. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are making me blush here. So this is the link. This is the link. Okay, okay. This is the link. This is the link. So I want somebody, I want anybody that has been able to click the link. I want anybody that has been able to see and click the link to open it and send a screenshot of what they see. Yes, yes, yes. Now that you can see the link, just click on it, open it, and send me a screenshot. Send me a screenshot so I can know what you are seeing on your head. Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, let me tell you a fun fact. While I'm waiting, okay, I think somebody has already opened it already. Give me a second. Let me open this for. Oh, I like this. I like this. Yes. I'm going to. Okay, let me open the first one I see. I have to download it. Okay. Let's stop. Let me just open this thing already. Okay, this is what somebody sent to me. Yes, yes. So let me highlight where you're going to click on to get your copy. Edit. I'm going to click on. I'm going to show you where you're going to click on to get your copy now. And somebody tell me that is it because of network? That's where this photo app is loading. So this is where you're going to this. Can you see where I added that blue circle? Can you see that? Where I added this blue circle? Yes, I can see everybody. Yes, yes, yes. So this is where I added this blue circle. That's where you're going to click on. Once you click on it, you see the option to duplicate. Now you click on duplicate. Once you click on duplicate, you instantly have a copy that you can edit anytime you want to edit. So that is it. That's just how that's the template. If you put anything on Notion and you want to share it with somebody for them to be able to use, that's it. I'm also going to share with you one template I created. I'm going to send it to the course. The course is going to send it to the group. So the template is just for me to. I just personally use it to create tasks that I want to do, monthly tasks, roll up, etc. etc. So I'm now going to be using that template to explain a lot of other things too. And like Abiola mentioned already earlier, we are going to it's going once it gets a live demand from a client, it's going to send it here. Then that's what we are going to place our next class on, where I teach you other advanced aspects of Notion. If it's not opening again, perhaps it's network. Network can happen like that.
Then again,
Or you can try clearing your key.
again, we are working on a partnership with Notion. Like you all know, we've secured a partnership with Make.com, one of the automation tools. And all the
Yes.
participants of this boot camp, we have a premium make.com account, premium account, and we are looking if this is possible with Notion too, so that we have a community to collaborate with. You guys learn together, and I any other type of support they want to like provide for Skill Africa members, although that has not been established, we are looking at the possibilities of extending the partnership with Notion, Airtable, and Zapier. We've already secured a partnership with Make.com, and what we are trying to do is to have like an official partnership so that we have where to go if we hit a roadblock. Number one, number two,
Yes.
like I included in the email sent to Make.com, the top 1% graduate of this program will be hired by Make.com. So
Okay.
you guys are not playing here. This is like a structured bootcamp. You have never seen this type of bootcamp before in Nigeria. And this is what we are trying to do, give back to the community, trying to raise and increase our employability skills so that we have something to compete with in the job market. So it's most times when I see something that is discouraging, I just tell myself this can't discourage me because this is like what I signed up for. So you guys should make things easy for me, easy for the team, easy for the tutors. They're not collecting a dime from us, like a dime from us. So if they sacrifice their time, their energy, their resources, and they come to class, but the turnout is discouraging, how do you want to encourage them? How do you want to assure them that the effort they put in putting all this together is not in vain? Please, guys, we need to do better. We need to do better. And lastly, if you are here and you've not sent your donation, it is donation. It is not like a fee for the boot camp, a donation. If you can afford it, please do. What we use the donation for is to get a premium plan for Zoom. Initially, it was 500, but the last class, people were more, so we had to increase our capacity to 1,000 participants so that we have enough people that join the class live. So if you have not sent a donation, I implore you to send it. Thank you so much, guys, and I look forward to meeting you again.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes. I really commend your efforts, honestly. Your work rate is above the roof, honestly. Yes, that's very, very good. Yes, yes, yes. So that's basically what we are going to be learning today. Remember, duplicate a copy for you to be able to edit anytime you want. So, and I also would like to see what some of us have done by next class, even though I will just be seeing maybe just two people. Yes. And also, like I said earlier on, I'm going to recap it again. I'm going to send a link to a template I created on Notion for tracking task. I'm going to send it to CM, then CM is going to send to everybody. Yes. Thank you for coming to class today, even though the turn up was low. Yeah, but thank you for coming to class today. It was really nice meeting everybody. And I hope every one of us have a great night.
And again, you see, we had this one too. Some of you are embarrassingly single here in this boot camp. Maybe this boot camp will mark like a new talking point for you guys. We match we match you with your partner in this boot camp. You are embarrassingly single, and we don't want that. We want Skill Africa weddings starting from this year.
Okay, my ex handle is I. Yes, I'm going to type my ex handle now. That's my ex handle. Yes, yes, yes. And nice meeting everybody. Yes, nice meeting everybody.